36 dimensional spaces. Siefeng. 6-dimensional space, the humans and celestial beings world. This space is where the people having got out of the material world constraint live. When a person's belief is perfect innocent and he or she is not seduced by the worldly materials, they just look the same with the average people. But their inner part has been changed. They have known the negative universe is the origin of the matters, everything in the three-dimensional world is simply the fantasy, the worldly people will get nothing even if they are busy working and struggling all the time, the people will end up in a dream and they are ignorant. The people in this space don't have to work to get something. They work for pleasure, not means of making a living. They have known the Holy Spirit, Buddhism and Taoism. They know how to make use of the energy in the negative universe to serve them. Basically, they can make achievement by thinking about them. So they are free of the worries and live an unloaded life. Except for the human celestial beings whose flesh bodies are still alive because of their self-refinery and self-improvement, the few mages, Taoists, Christians, Buddhists, Muslims, and the believer of other regions can also enter the space. 7-dimensional space, the proton world. This is a space where the proton can be seen. The proton is one of the elementary particles forming the nucleus of the atoms. It has the positive electron. Its electricity is equal to the electron, but the mass is 1,836 times of that in the electron. In this space, the people can have the perspective as far as their eyesight can reach. It seems that the people are wearing the infrared glasses and can see what is behind a certain object. For instance, they can see the jewels and gold under the ground. They can see the people's inner organs. They can see the flowing water under the ground. In the three-dimensional world, the people can only see the branches, leaves, and fruits. However, the people in the proton world can see the worms climbing on the tree. The beauties in the eyes of the three-dimensional world are simply skeletons in the eyes of the people in the proton world. 8-dimensional space, the photon world. It is the space where the rays are beyond the 400 to 700 mm wavelengths. The photon is the elementary particle of the light. It has certain energy, which changes to the wavelengths. The shorter the wavelength is, the more energy it has. Many lights are invisible to the human eyes. Only those who have certain level of energy can see them. In this space, the people can have the perspective farther than their eyesight range. They can see through the substances with high density, strength, and energy. The objects will not show up in their original forms. Instead, they will show up in the form of light in different colors. The substances with low density, strength, and energy are invisible just like the molecule in the air. The worldly people busy in the world are just clusters of light-moving molecules. On the contrary, the self-improving people will emit the visible light with different colors based on the strength of their composure and psychokinesis.